Hi there guys, hope you are doing great. In this video I would like to talk about the most common mistake guitar teachers make. So I've been teaching guitar for 26 years. I just got it because one of my students just visited me. Actually, my first student visited me 2 days ago and I'm like, wow, it's been a while. So first of all, I would like to thank you guys because even that I don't make any videos, your support is amazing. Thank you very much. The support on my YouTube channel, the support on my Patreon page is amazing. Thanks a lot for your messages and everything. Thank you very much, guys. In this video, I want to talk about the first and the biggest mistake. I think I did the same mistakes, similar mistakes in the beginning of my teaching days. So the first lesson you usually get 1, 2, 3, 4 chromatic exercise. But in this exercise, there are a lot of details. Like on your right hand, there are like maybe 10, maybe 20 things that you have to focus. On your left hand, same. So quickly, if we talk about, let's say with the right hand technique, your pick location has to be your palm muting location. In that way, you can play open notes and palm muted notes at the same time. Like... Second, you need an angle with your pick. So you have to find the best angle. So what I advise to my students, change the pick angle and listen. Because when you have just parallel angle to the strings, your pick will stuck. If you have too much angle, you're gonna get squeaky sound like this. So you have to change your angle and find the best angle for your picking. Third, you have to use your arm for string changes. Like, you shouldn't just use wrist. So this is the third element. You use the arm for string changes. So when you go down, use the arm. And for picking, you have to use the wrist. So the wrist have to do the picking and you have to focus how to hold the pick. So what I advise to my students, and you can see my short video about how to fix your picking technique. How to fix your picking technique. I've been teaching guitar for more than 20 years and 99% of my new students were holding the pick index and thumb dominant. To play fast properly, you need to use your wrist since the wrist is the most important element of picking technique. When you play with finger-dominant picking technique, you can't engage your wrist. So, to fix that, you have to close your index finger and lock the pick by holding it under the thumb joint. Additionally, rest of the fingers should be intact to minimize finger movement. It might feel weird at the beginning, but you will realize your picking will sound louder and more precise. You can see that I'm advising like close the index finger from gun to this and then put the pick to the triangle and then close it. And try to open your fingers like this. So try to get a just straight surface like this. Because if you get like a punch, you're gonna hit your fingers and you're gonna scratch them. And I advise to my students, as beginners, intermediate players, don't use the thumb and index finger. Because these guys always wants to take the control. And when they take the control, they deny your arm movement and wrist movement. And you don't improve then. So once you don't improve your wrist and arm, you cannot get fast and you end up like us. Can we make guitar lessons? Yes. So the finger movement, pick slanting, has to be the last element on your picking technique. So I can keep talking like this, like I can add more and more advanced. But till here, I think maybe I count like 6 elements and each element needs a lot of focus. For the left hand technique, if we talk about, you have to use the thumb back of the guitar. Why? Because we want to get nice grip with the guitar and we want to use the fingers. Once your thumb top of the guitar, you use bigger muscles, mostly this guy, and once you use them, you don't improve your fingers. You get everything from the elbow, arm and wrist. So they don't work. So you can just check this. Try to get just chromatic exercise. Try to use just the tip of your pinky, but it's not like this. It's totally tip of your finger under your nail. So once you do that, you're gonna see that how weak are your fingers. 1, you can see just trying this and think like that you are playing crazy diminish runs and all of that with this kind of hand positioning. And additionally, I always give an example from Carpe Diem. Like in Carpe Diem, so this kind of chords you cannot play like this because you're gonna mute all the strings. So you need this kind of stretch, the ability of playing this kind of stretches. So we talked about the thumb. Second, tip of the pinky, middle and ring fingers, and you have to use the side of the index finger. Why? Because we want to mute all the other strings. If you don't mute the other strings, you will get harmonics. Let's say you play all these harmonics, you have to mute them. Or like, so for this kind of legatos, or just picking too, when you pick, you have to always touch one lower string. Like when I play G, I have to cover the D string with the tip of my index finger, and I have to cover all the higher strings with the bottom part of my index finger. And additionally, with my right hand, one more thing to my right hand technique, I have to cover all the lower strings. Tip of the fingers, thumb behind the guitar, index finger has to touch one lower string and mute all the higher strings, and we can add more like elements to your right and left hand picking technique. So when you start getting a lesson or when you start teaching, don't start right and left hand together. So what I do, what I understand after teaching few years, starting with right and left hand together may be more fun, but it's not good for the student because they create a lot of bad muscle memory while they start learning. Because when they focus the right hand, they make mistakes with the left hand. When they focus on left hand, they make a lot of mistakes with the right hand. It's impossible to create good muscle memories. So what I do, I inform my students from the first meeting. I'm telling them first few weeks will be boring, so you have to be patient. But the improvement is amazing. When you compare starting with two hands with just starting with right hand technique, it's amazing. So I start with my students very basic exercises and let them focus on the movement of the arm, movement of the wrist, and all the details. They are doing great, way better. So they're saving actually 2-3 weeks, at the same time a lot of money. I just wanted to talk about these guys. I think it's very important. Maybe boring topic, but it's very important for each and everybody. If you feel that you have fundamental mistakes in your technique, try to fix them separately. Just focus on your right hand. You can just play one bar chord and keep looking the right hand, keep looking the location, check the angle, listen the sound, and focus the technique and try to fix it with basic exercises. Because another most common mistake, people just play like crazy tough exercises and they're looking for improvement. No, actually you need like basic stuff, simple stuff. So yeah guys, I think that will be useful for you. That will be very helpful for you guys. I have a lot of guitar teacher students. They start taking lessons from me. We make lessons, and then as a hobby or as a profession, they start teaching. I believe they are using the same techniques with me, and maybe they are improving my techniques too. I'll be glad. So I am back. I will try to make weekly videos, guys. If you have any requests, just let me know. It's good to be back. I think I mentioned that I have like tennis elbow problem, injury on my left hand, but I'm feeling way better. I will push my limits and I will keep creating good content for you guys. If you enjoy my videos, please don't forget to subscribe to my channel. If you are looking for some tabs in Guitar Pro and PDF format, just check out my Patreon page. And if you want to support my channel, of course, you can join my Patreon page and you can be a YouTube member on my channel. So yeah, thanks a lot guys. It was good to see you, and yeah, see you on my next video. Cheers. Bye.